Hey, what's up, guys? It's Max Patience here, and today we are playing The Sims. So we are back into the Disney Legacy Challenge. It is Saturday morning, and today, for me at least, is going to be skill day. So as we know, Cameron and Pocahontas have been getting promotions for their jobs. Now Pocahontas is good for all of her stuff, but Cameron, on the other hand, is not. I need to get him up to Charisma skill level 2, and he still needs to get to Logic skill level 8. Now, I did figure out how to do the prepare grant application thing for him. It's something that he can do on the computer, but for some reason, every time he gets close to finishing it, he stops doing it and then does something else. So I'll keep trying to see if I can get him to do it, but as of right now, it's just been a pain. But since Pocahontas, Mulan, and Milo are all good for right now, I'm just going to try to focus on Cameron for most of the day and getting his skills up for his career, since he will be, I'm pretty sure. Okay, no. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he's going back to work tomorrow, but he's not. So he also has tomorrow off, so I can work with him if I need to. Plus, Pocahontas is working tomorrow, so it'll be good for him to be home. Since tomorrow is Milo's birthday, I am so excited to age him up. I cannot believe he's already going to be a child. That's so exciting. Plus, this will be the last child of the home. We won't have any more toddlers in the house, which will be really nice. And then we can kind of focus less on the kids and more so on the parents a little bit more, just to make sure that everybody is good to go, since the kids will be off to school and whatnot. So I am just going to hang out with Cameron for the day. I'll work on his skills, and I'll be back later on with any updates. Alrighty, so it's later into the night, and I only have a little bit of an update for you guys. So I was able to get Cameron's Charisma skill up to level 2, but I'm still working on his Logic skill. It's been taking me quite a bit of time to try to get him up to level 8, so I'm going to try to keep working on it for the rest of the night, see if I can get it up, and then maybe hopefully we can have it leveled up to level 8 by tomorrow. As you can also probably see over here, a lot of these plants have some shimmery stuff around it. So I realized, obviously, since Cameron is a fairy, I've been getting a lot of piles of fairy dust everywhere, like this one here. And I've just kind of been collecting it and putting it into Cameron's inventory because I didn't really know what to do with it. But I figured, you know what, I can use it to enchant some of these plants, and Pocahontas can do it because, you know, she's got the garden, might as well do some stuff with it. So that's what that's all about. Will I keep enchanting the plants? I don't know. If I end up getting a lot of fairy dust again, I might. But if you're wondering why I suddenly have a lot of glowing plants, that is why. So yeah, so tomorrow is Milo's birthday, so we can age him up. I'll need to also renovate his bedroom and make sure that is good to go. I'm also going to continue working with Cameron, making sure his Logic skill is up and good to go for when he goes back to work on Monday. And of course, Pocahontas is working on Sunday. Now, I don't think she's up for a promotion. Oh, maybe she is. Okay. Since she's up for a promotion, I'm just going to send her to work. But after this, once she gets that last promotion, she'll have maxed out her career, and then I'll just have her work from home at that point, because it's not going to matter. But I want her to get a promotion, so we will make sure we do that for her. But that's pretty much all of my plans for tomorrow. So I'm just going to skip through the rest of the night, and I'll be back later when we're celebrating Milo's birthday. Okay, so it is Sunday morning, and it is finally time for the moment we have all been waiting for. It is Milo's birthday. I'm so excited! Okay, so now we no longer have any toddlers in the house. So first, let's go ahead, do this. Maybe we'll do that. And then we gotta randomize his trait. Let's see what we get. A kleptomaniac. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry. I don't want my son stealing things. Would rather not. So now, as we all know, I give myself one chance to say no. And then after that, I have to go with whatever it gives me. So I have to go with this one no matter what. So let's see what we get. A glutton. You know what? That's fine. I can... Okay, that's... Yeah, I can live with that. Okay, so... Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead. I will give him a makeover. I'm also going to need to give his room a makeover. And I will be back to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so here we have Milo's new look. Now, I don't really have a vibe that I was going for. I mostly just saw the sweater, thought it was really cute, and went with it. Again, I'm trying to have him be in mostly red, or at least some sort of red accent in all of his clothing, so you will be seeing that throughout all of his outfits. But yeah, I just really liked this sweater, and I liked the jeans, and I liked the haircut, and I was like, yeah, this looks good. So that's what we were going with. I also went ahead and did up his room. Now, it took me a little bit, but I was able to get that done. So I thought I could also go ahead and show that to you guys. Now, Milo, of course, is going to need to get his homework done today because he needs to get it finished in time for when he goes to school on Monday. And then Cameron, of course, I've gotten him about halfway to level 8 in the logic skill, but he experienced burnout, actually, while he was doing it. So I have to wait until his burnout is gone before I can have him work on it again. So hopefully later today he'll be able to get that good and done. But until that happens, I have to wait. Anyways, here we have his room. Again, wasn't really going for too much of a vibe. I just kind of picked out some stuff that I liked. Try to add a little bit of clutter to make it look more lived in. And I, of course, also put in a double bed for him just because I knew Mulan had one in her room. So I was like, you know what? I'll put one in his room as well. It makes sense to me. So, alrighty. So, I need Pocahontas to work on the garden. So I'll have her do that really quickly while we wait for that. And then I'm going to see... Oh, right, I was going to have her... Forgot about that. I'm going to see if I can get Cameron to work on that grant application. Yeah, for some reason it just keeps glitching out, so... There we go. Okay, forage for plants. So you can do that after you're done all the gardening stuff, and then we'll be good. So! Oh, that's making his burnout even worse. Ugh! Gosh, I hate when they have burnout. It makes me so annoyed. Okay, well then stop doing that. I'm gonna just... I don't know, do something to make your life less stressful. I don't know. How about you cross stitch something? You love to... Is that gonna make you stressed too? Or... I don't know, try the chicken and see if that works. But anyways, I'm just going to try and get Cameron's burnout to go down, hopefully, so then I can get him back to working on the logic skill. But that's all I really have planned for today. So yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of hang out at home, and I will be back later on with any updates. Okay, so we're later into the evening, and just a little bit of an update before we head to the next morning. So I was able to get Cameron's logic skill up to level 8 finally, and I am attempting once again to have this prepare grant application thing work. Not sure if it will, but I'm going to try to keep my eye on him to make sure that it does. And Pocahontas actually got that promotion from work, so she is now level 10 in her career. She makes $269 an hour now. And she still works the same days and times as before. Now, she does need to reach level 10 of the apothecary skill, so I've been having her work on that. She's just kind of started, so she hasn't made it too far yet, but hopefully I'll be able to get that pretty good over the next few days. Since it's the last level of her career, I don't need her to max anything out anymore. Then I'm not too concerned about her getting it done right away. I'll just kind of try to work on it a little bit at a time as the days go on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. So I'm just going to kind of speed through the rest of the day, and I will come back tomorrow morning with some updates. Okay, so we are now into the next morning, and there hasn't really been too much else going on today. I am having Pocahontas continue to work on her apothecary skill. She's been doing really well. She's almost halfway to maxing it out, which is great. Now she is off from work today, so I'm just going to have her continue to work on her apothecary skill. Hopefully we can get that up to a good spot by the end of the day. And Cameron, of course, is heading back to work himself. I was finally able to get that prepare grant application thing to work, so hopefully we'll be good there. And maybe, hopefully, we will get another promotion this week. He is level 7 in his career, so I would like to try to get him maxed out over the next couple weeks if we can. And of course, both Mulan and Milo are going to school for the first time today, so they will also be gone. So everybody's going to pretty much be gone except for Pocahontas. She'll be here with us. So yeah, the kids should be heading off to school soon. Cameron will also be leaving for work in a few hours, so I'm just going to hang out with Pocahontas here, continue to work on her apothecary stuff, and I'll be back later on with some updates. Okay, so we're later into the afternoon, and I thought I would just give a little bit of an update. So Pocahontas has been working very hard on her apothecary skill. As you can see, she is pretty close to maxing it out. She's almost there. I'm hoping I might be able to get it done this afternoon before she has to do work tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Cameron also did pretty well at work as well. He didn't get a promotion, but he did do really good with his performance, so I'm hoping he might be able to get one over the next day or two. Both the kids also came home with projects. I'm just having them work on them now. Unfortunately, both of them are still C students. That was expected. It was their first day, but hopefully with the school projects done, they will be able to become B students maybe tomorrow. Hopefully, crossing my fingers. We'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's been going on right now. I've just been having Cameron work on that grant application, which I'm hoping should be done soon. And then I'm just focusing mostly on Pocahontas and getting that apothecary skill maxed out. So I'm just going to kind of finish out the rest of the afternoon, and then I will be back later on with some updates. Okay, so it's the next morning, and I'm just having Pocahontas try to chase away a bunch of pixies, apparently, because our garden is infested with them. Love to see it, but hopefully not for very long. But just a little bit of an update. I was able to get Pocahontas to max out her apothecary skill. So hopefully she will now be good for her career. Now, I was debating, because there is an option for her career path where she can, invite people to her home and have like people there to be like a client of some sort. So I thought about maybe giving that a shot maybe today, but I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm so excited we were able to age up Milo. Now we have 2 kids in the home, which is great. We're also able to max out Pocahontas's career, and we should hopefully be able to have Cameron's career maxed out soon as well, which would be really great. Plus, we want to work on some more stuff with Pocahontas and her stuff for her career. Hopefully we can try out some new things and whatnot. Oh, whoopsies. But yeah, so that's pretty much all for me for right now. Hope you guys again enjoyed this episode, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.